everyone, Jasper here from the Crack, and we're back to a new Henry Danger video, and we are back with a new reviewing of my favorite Henry Danger episodes, and this is another good one from the first season. And I'm just gonna say again, it's just so good, right? It's just absolutely good. I can't explain how much I love this show, along with the Thundermans, and up there with all my other Nickelodeon favorite shows. I swear that because Henry Danger was another show that I watched when it pretty much came out, when it was still new. It was another show, just like with the Loud House and the Thundermans and stuff, was when I first watched when it first came out, back in the day, when it first aired on the Nickelodeon. So, yeah. I mean, y'all are probably going to be like, man, you're old. I mean, I'm only 21, but yeah. Yeah, I guess you can say that when you think of it like that. But yeah, anyway. On to this episode, which is, again, another good one. And it starts with Henry having some light bulbs coming into junk and stuff, and Goats, Charlotte, and Ray surprise him, and he jumps. He freaks out because they scare him, and yeah, he breaks all of the light bulbs. Yeah, he breaks all the light bulbs, and they're wondering what shirts that he's going to wear, and saying that he's going to be on a game show called Spin and Win. I feel like this game show is similar to an actual real-life game show. I feel like the game show that Henry's going to be attending is actually a reference to an actual game show. And also, Henry's going to be on the game show so he can try to figure out this whole burglarizing kind of thing that's been going on when it came to all of the other contestants who won the prizes and their stuff has been taken. So, yeah, Henry is going to be on it just so he can try to win and so they can catch who it is that's doing it. And, yeah, Goats having these two shirts with him on it. And, again, saying that, of course, he has to win. He has to win so they can find out of who it is that is causing all these burglaries of their prizes being taken. And, yeah, Henry gets a call from his dad and saying that Jasper is here, wondering if he's going to be coming home because Jasper's here. Because saying that Piper doesn't like him. He has nothing to say to this kid, and their mom is at the rodeo until Monday. And yeah, Jasper goes outside, and the dad, Mr. Hart, literally locks the door, locks him outside, and hears that Henry's going to be on the Spin and Win show, and if they get there early, they can get their tickets, which they're all going, and Jasper's wondering if he can go too. And, yeah, they go out the back door. They go out the back door. And, yeah, Jasper rides Piper's bike to the game show. And, yeah, we see the game show with the host, Rick. And, yeah, so's his kids, his two kids, which these teens are absolute brats. And I'm going to explain why as well. These kids are brats. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. And I'll explain more about it in a bit, because, again, they're important in this episode. And, yeah, Charlotte and Ray are telling Henry to remember, lay low, and figure out about who is the behind us. And, yeah, Ray opens his mouth and sounds like a donkey or something. And, yeah, he catches the attention of these ladies. And, of course, he goes over there to them. Of course he does. And he's saying that it's my job. Yeah, of course, he's just attracted to them. And, yeah, Piper isn't allowed to take her phone or her selfie stick with her. And they end up fighting. The guy letting people in, and Piper's fighting over it, and ends up hitting Jasper in the nose with her selfie stick. And yeah, they end up in the hospital. And yeah, Jasper's nose is all purple and it's broken. Yeah, his nose is broken. And then we see that Henry and this other girl are tied with the same points and seeing these cool prizes as well. And this is where another moment where these kids, the game show's host kids are absolute brats. Like, Charlotte is just wondering, asking some questions like, is it fun to be working behind the scenes, like with the different things, like on the TV and stuff, and saying, oh, it's so great, and saying, I'm hoping that this button would make you go away. Like, gosh, Charlotte was just asking simple questions, and they're here just, yeah, like these kids got to get a slap. I'm sorry, they got to get a beating or something. And then we see some celebrities. Yup, Jimmy Fallon, Jack Black, and Taylor Swift. That Henry is having to figure out what of these three celebrities don't have in common. And Henry said they don't have Olympic medals. But I just do like that reference to the three celebrities. And then we see this weird hypnosis thing, which, yeah, makes Henry all in a trance. And then, yeah, the doctor comes in and saying that his nose is broken. And gets this guy, which, yeah, he does not look like he's a professional. And he's saying that he's got a stain on his jacket from the soap. And literally shoves his fingers into Jasper's nose, trying to attach it back in very painfully. And of course, the other doctor is taking selfies with Piper. Like, this episode does not have it well for Jasper, I would say. And yeah, we see that Henry is still in a trance. And yeah, Ray and Charlotte is wondering what's going on. And yeah, they get a guy backstage to come and help Henry. And now now that Henry's not hypnotized anymore, he's having to name these different dogs in 30 seconds. And yeah, he managed to do so and wins. And of course, Ray tries to go back to those girls again. And the guy backstage tries to take him away. And then yeah, Henry calls his dad. That, of course, they didn't see the game show because they were out at the hospital and they're going to be a while. And saying that Jasper's parents couldn't come because they ordered a pizza and they want to wait for the pizza. And yeah, when Charlotte is like, your dad's in the hospital, and when Henry says that no, Jasper got hit in the nose with Piper's selfie stick, and she's like, oh my goodness. Piper got a selfie stick, and he's like, I guess. They don't even reflect the whole fact that Jasper got his nose broken. And then, of course, Ray is like, so, where's your mom? You know how Ray's obsession with Henry's mom is. And, yeah, he can play that guitar really good. I'm not going to lie. And, of course, they're trying to come up with a plan of what they're going to do to try to catch whoever's been taking back the prizes. And, yeah, Ray's just playing the guitar in the back. And this doctor is brutal. Like, he is literally on top of the bed with Jasper, trying to get his nose attached again. Connected again. Like, goodness. And, of course, telling him to stop. And, yeah, he dumps his nose, too, until this lady comes in, which he tries to run, go back. And, yeah, we see Ray, Henry, and Charlotte looking out, and they say that there's a white van that is parked. Yeah, a white van that's parking in the yard, and Henry gets a message saying of a FaceTime. And, yeah, it's that hypnosis thing is again. And, yup, the two kids, the two brats, those two brat kids of the game show host is telling Henry to go and put the prizes he won into the van. And yeah, he's doing so. And of course, Ray and Charlotte are confused. And then we see this nurse, which yeah, she's not speaking English, so it's hard to translate. And yeah, he's trying to figure out exactly what she's trying to say, and he says it in the book, this book, and yeah, she hits his nose as well, and yeah, she also said he looks like the boy who ate my rabbit when I was a little girl. Like, ugh. And then Ray is wondering, why is Henry acting like this? And then, yeah, gives Ray a wedgie in the front. And then they're actually realizing that Henry's been acting like this all since he got that FaceTime, and thinking that, yeah, after he pulls Henry's underwear as well, they're going to go, and when he's back to normal too, they know to find out of who it is. And yeah, we see the kids, which they're taking back the prizes that the people won and try to sell them for money. Yeah. And then Henry and Ray come, and yeah, we see these girls, which of course Henry is like, what are we gonna do? We can't hit girls. So yeah, they're gonna have to try to do everything they can to avoid getting hit, and yeah, they're getting beaten. But it turns out it's actually not girls, it's just guys dressed as girls. And now they're able to punch them and hurt them as much as they want. And yeah, they managed to beat them, and they get those brat kids to jail. Yep, they call the police to get these bratty kids arrested for what they did. And they're going to have to inform the host as well of the game show, because that's his kids going to jail. And then, yeah, we see Piper and Jasper and Mr. Hart coming home and sees all the prizes that Henry won. And, yeah, like, I think that also this is the first time that Mr. Hart and Ray also meet in person. And yeah, see this frozen yogurt machine, which they go and have. And Jasper is like, well, he had a pretty bad day, but this would make it up. And then he gets hit with this arrow that goes through his nose. That was from this shark harpoon. Yeah, this harpoon shark or thing for sharks. It literally goes through his nose. Like, if this couldn't go any worser for Jasper. Like, man, I feel so sorry for Jasper. But yeah, a really good episode though. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you next one.